Typhoon Meranti is just the latest tropical cyclone to wreak havoc around Southeast Asia, as Pacific typhoon seasons seem to grow year on year in intensity. How is the insurance industry coping? John B. Echauz and Patricia Echauz Chilip from Philippines Standard Insurance join me now. Patricia, how is the insurance industry generally coping with these increasing catastrophes?
Do you know, in Philippines we have about 14 to 20 typhoons a year, and then the archipelago sits on a web of faults. So we're really familiar with NatCat. I think the industry and the clients are getting smarter every year. We learn with every single event. Every year we review the risks together with the clients and we provide more cover if they need it. They're also very proactive already about protecting their assets. They retrofit their structures, they rebuild on higher ground, and sometimes it's as simple as, parking your car out of the way of the flood.
A lot of the time speaking with insurance providers, people are talking about client education, but it seems very general, just about the benefits of insurance, whereas you're actually really reaching out to be specific about how to mitigate risk.
Yeah, there's a sense of urgency because maybe for other places it's a 1 in 400 years. For us, for typhoons, it's every year. We have about 1,200 people all over the Philippines. So we're physically there to help process the whole thing. Sometimes people have lost their businesses, their homes, even members of their family. And we kind of hold their hand through the process of how to go about their insurance and how we can help them. We think of ourselves as a part of the community and we're happy to help in any way.
Today, thanks to the GPS, thanks to the internet, thanks to good hazard maps, thanks to geodetic engineers, thanks to political will, we are able to map our risks very, very carefully. We can tell if this street is prone to flooding while this street next to it is not. We can tell if this property is prone to ground shaking or ground rupturing or if it is not. That makes all the difference. So our book actually is managed on a very detailed level. Once we're happy with the risk that we have, the book that we have, then we make sure we have the right reinsurance for it. We believe we have the best reinsurance facility in the country. Thanks to our reinsurance team, led by our group chairman, our father, we've done a very good job protecting our book. We have the most reinsurance capacity vis-a-vis our property book, which also supports and protects our motor book.
You've always been an innovative insurer. How are you keeping ahead of client expectations in terms of technology and service?
It's many, many things going on. For example, we have our own core IT system, which is first class, it's fantastic. We have our own catastrophe monitoring system. We have our own digital platform to serve both customers, intermediaries, and our associates. We have our own vehicle recycling facilities. We have good learning and development for all our associates. We have to make sure that as they age, they have futures with us. We have our own BPO facility that helps us serve the international markets. Of course, our insurance facility, which is fantastic. All of these things we put together to help us achieve that single objective of being able to produce a product that works and is affordable to the public.
But obviously technology is transforming all industries. What kinds of new needs for insurance are you seeing come out?
Everybody's traveling all the time, so we have a growing travel insurance book. We're studying technology, how to cover things like Uber and Grab. It's not like traditionally insured. How do you do that? So things like this. We've always been a traditional motor car insurer, but now we also do construction because Philippines is in the middle of a boom.
We also have to be very thoughtful about how we chop up the markets. And each market has a particular way of working and thinking. For example, millennials, we're only learning now how to work with them because they think very differently. They don't want to speak with anyone. They want things very simple. They have no patience for you if you can't do a good job.
And they don't aspire to own a car or own a home. So that's a traditional thing that we insure. So it's all experiential for them. We have to be able to figure out how to address them.
Let's talk about the international market. What's Standard Insurance's strategy there?
They say that there is a sane integration. For those of you who are not from Southeast Asia, it's just one region, Southeast Asia. Actually, these countries have almost little in common. An average Filipino will know almost nothing about the average Thai, Malaysian, Indonesian, or Vietnamese person. They might be nearest to us, but culturally they are so different. We are closer to the US in terms of thinking and of ways of doing things. And in terms of international expansion, we can do two things. One we do today already. We have our BPO business. We provide support services to insurers all over the world. But the second thing is all of these things that we've put together has given us a good platform. We actually have enough to go to the US and put up a small, low-cost operator supported by our entire Philippine operations. So I think there is potential to go out, but whatever happens, we maintain our culture. Our culture is very precious to us. A culture of compassion, loyalty, and fighting spirit. We think a certain way, and our group chairman, our father, said that when times are difficult, you can walk slower. When times are easy, you walk faster. But what's important is you never stop. Because after a certain time, you find yourself someplace good, and that the journey was worthwhile. That has gotten us this far, and we think it'll take us it'll take us to the next step.
Patricia, John, thank you so much.
Thanks so
Paul.
much, Paul.
Thanks for watching. You can find out more about insurers in the ASEAN region at worldfinance.com. And please subscribe for more news on the growing trade bloc, as well as all the latest insights from World Finance.